Howdy, I am back. I am back with the Simcoe. Let me pour glass two here. And the last glass. Let's pour the end of the bottle. Uh-oh, don't come. There we go. That poured beautifully. Look how that pours. I do like the way these pour in these glasses. That's a beautiful color. Look at that kind of a copper-esque color there. That is absolutely gorgeous. Look how thick that head is. I don't know if that translates to the screen, but man, that is a thick head. That sounded dirty, Tom. Oh wow, the aromas are brutal good and very different. I swear to you, I am not losing my mind. Other than what you know. I swear I'm smelling peppermint. I shit you not. Big pine, big citrus, grapefruit specific, which is what they describe as a taste like with a minty aftertaste on the palate. Yeah, you do get slightly, but I am really getting a lot of aroma of peppermint. That I did not expect, but show shitting, boy. Wow. So here's what I did. I did a video. You can see that's kind of slowed down a little bit. And I just kind of let it sit and warm a little bit and poured the second one. Let it warm up in the bottle, and I poured my second one here. So I want to let it get a little warmer. I had a little chill on the first one, so I want to see if I was actually tasting it backwards. They said that you get piney undertones with the dominant flavor being citrus grapefruit. I was actually getting it the opposite. I was getting more piney than the grapefruit. I was just tasting the grapefruit, but for me the grapefruit was the undertones, while the piney was the dominant. But so I wanted to let it warm up to see if maybe I just had too much of a chill on, to see if I was tasting it wrong. I could tell you this though. Now that I've let it warm, I am getting much more of the minty aftertaste they described. I wasn't getting a lot of that before. I'm getting more of that now. I certainly am still getting peppermint on the aroma. Big, it's even bigger now, along with huge pine. Am I tasting it any different? I don't know. It might be taste interpretation. Here's what I get. Let me take a drink. I'm gonna tell you exactly how this goes. I get a pine at first, and then you're surrounded by grapefruit, and then pine again. So yeah, I don't know. I think maybe I am getting it the way they're describing it now. But I'm getting so much pine that I hesitate to say it's an undertone. You know what I mean? If anything, it's equal to the to the grapefruit. But I'm getting so much pine that I would hesitate to say it's an undertone, man. It's a background flavor. No, it is not. But it is good. It is. I mean, it's. Here's the thing. You're going to like this beer if you like these flavors. If you like big citrus, if you like big pine, maybe a little peppermint, because that's different. This is in your face, man. It's assertive. It's aggressive. It's at 7.5, 7%, 55. Not quite specs for a double IPA, but yeah, it feels like you're drinking a double IPA. It's that big. It's not a double IPA. Don't get me wrong, but I'm telling you, taste-wise, it feels like you are drinking one. 55 IBUs is very deceptive. This is huge. I mean, if you were to drink this and not look at those specs before, I mean, you would probably guess this at about 8%, 80, 85 IBUs, because it's huge. I mean, it doesn't feel like 55; it feels closer to 80, 85. It's big. I mean, it feels like, yeah. I mean, if this didn't have a label on it, someone just handed me this beer, I would assume I'm drinking somebody's double IPA. It's that big. Oh, good God. It's actually, yeah, this is one of those. I just start with the chill because I like to feel a beer warm up, but typically these beers actually are better a little bit warmer. I'm not talking, 80 degrees. I mean, a lot of people misinterpret what room temperature means. They're generally talking cellar temp, which is generally between 50 to 65. But I would say this one is probably best at about 55. But I'll tell you this though, it is more assertive cold because I started it probably at about 40. Uh, it was very assertive and I enjoyed it a lot. The flavors have melded together more as I've let it settle. So I'm going to stop this at part two and do one more video for my Simcoe. Bye. Howdy do! I am back for part 3 and the last video on the Simcoe. Boop boop boop. Wow, this is really interesting. It is wicked. San Jose, California. This brewery is out of. I wouldn't go to there. Do you see what I did there? San Jose. This brewery is out of. Anyways, I digress. 7%, 55 IBUs. Let me show you what I got left in my glass here. Again, they described it as big, piney, undertones with the dominant flavor being citrus and grapefruit with a little minty aftertaste. Yeah, it does all of that. I was actually getting more pine, especially early on. Now that I've let it sit and warm a bit, it is starting to, kind of meld together better. But I don't know if I'd say better. I just said better. You said better, Tom. it's blending together better, but I don't know if it tastes better. When it had a chill on it, it was much more assertive. So it was much more maybe balanced is the right word to use now. Which is why I like to start beers like this, probably at about 40, even though I don't say here, but most want to drink these at about 50, 55, because I like to see the evolution. I want to see where it starts and then it finishes. And now that I've let this sit, I'm getting much more sweet. More sweet aromas on the nose. Now like a sweet kind of doughiness. I don't know if that makes any sense at all. Uh, it's a great beer. I have loved this single hop series actually. Um, this is the fourth of 5 that I've got. I did the Eldorado was the first. Then I did the Magnum, and then I did the Citra. This is my fourth one, the Simcoe. I've been working on this for a while. I'm gonna wait till they're all done and then do the downloads. But I've actually did the first one a couple weeks ago. Uh, I want to download or upload them all at the same time. But anyway, I've got the Simcoe, and then I've got the Galaxy to do after this. I'm going to try to do the Galaxy from this location too, as well. This locality. Oh, the aromas on this are just gorgeous, man. It's funny how most of us beer geeks really don't get macro drinkers because we don't understand why they don't want to enjoy this. Why wouldn't you like that, man? And we're just as much of an enigma to macro drinkers because they don't understand why we just don't want to drink the damn beer. Why do you have to? What's all this about? That's just freaking silly. Yeah, I mean it's like a generation gap with your children. I mean, it's not necessarily along age lines, but it's that same principle that one side has no understanding of what the other side's doing. Why do you like to do that? That's just ridiculous. Just drink a freaking beer, man. I just want to drink the beer. I want to be refreshed. I want it to be cold. And then us beer geeks are going, yeah, but don't you want to enjoy these subtle aromas, man? Take your time and smell the hops, man. Relax. Life is beautiful, man. Oh, wow. No, the beer whisperer did not just smoke a fatty. uh, other than a Percocet and a Claritin and an occasional Aleve, this is the only drug the beer whisperer does. This is alcohol. Well, of course, I wasn't counting caffeine in my Coca-Cola. I do like my cola, I tell you that. Drink a lot of RC now. I'm drinking more RC actually than Coke. I'm drinking a lot of RC. Never been a real big coffee drinker. Not that anybody cares. Oh, wow. I am really relaxing here. My brother went on vacation and said I could do some videos from here, so I was really glad. This is the bar. There's a lot of sentimental attachment to a lot of memories around that bar behind you. The stories I could tell. Oh my lord, the stories I could tell. But there I'd have to involve other names. I have to, not mention the names to, protect the guilty. Holy crap! Some people don't want to. Oh wow! A while back, a couple years ago, actually, I mentioned something. A friend said something about me to another friend on Facebook. So in a message back to him, hey, you better watch what you say. I know a lot of stories about you. And I sent it in a minute joking manner to somebody I know for years, and he deleted me as a Facebook friend. Now you kind of expect that from somebody you just met on Facebook, but I knew this guy for like 38 years, and he deleted me as a friend because what the fuck? What a dick. Anyways, I digress. Oh wow. Tom is colorful. You're a colorful dude, man. Yes, I am. So there it is. That ran a little longer than I wanted to, but I wanted to finish the beer for you. It's a great beer. Actually, the series is awesome. If you're a hop lover, an IPA lover specifically, which if you're a hop lover, you are an IPA lover. That kind of was redundant. But anyway, Hermitage Brewing Company, Simcoe, single hop series. You really need to enjoy the single hop series. The Simcoe is a great beer.